Have you ever wondered what happens in places when everyone else is asleep? In the city of Lagos, there was a small cafe called Midnight Bites. It was painted bright blue and white, and it stood on the corner of a noisy street. But there was something strange about it. It never opened during the day. Kids in the neighborhood always talked about it. Mama says they only open at night because of bad people, Ada told her younger brother, Tunde. But Tunde didn't believe it. I think there's another reason, he said. Every night, the lights from Midnight Bites glowed brightly, and people went inside smiling. But here's the weird part: nobody ever came out through the same door. One evening, Tunde had an idea. Let's find out what's really going on, he said. Ada didn't think it was a good idea, but Tunde begged. So, that night, they tiptoed out of their house and crept toward the cafe. From a distance, they saw the lights of Midnight Bites glowing warmly. People walked in with eager faces, but no one ever came out through the same door. Ada grabbed Tunde's hand nervously. Are you sure we should do this? She asked. Tunde nodded, his eyes fixed on the cafe. We just need to look inside, he said. When the siblings got closer, they peeked through the window. They saw the workers smiling and moving quickly, serving steaming bowls of pepper soup, plates of jollof rice, and bottles of cold zobo. The customers looked happy, laughing and chatting. It doesn't look bad at all, Ada whispered. Suddenly, the door creaked open, and a kind-looking woman with a head wrap stepped out. Are you too hungry? She asked, smiling. Ada and Tunde froze. The woman, who introduced herself as Auntie Folek, invited them in. The smell of food filled the air, and the warm lights made the cafe look magical. The siblings sat at a table, and soon, a plate of delicious fried plantain and akara was placed before them. But Tunde couldn't stop looking at the workers. Something seemed unusual. Why do you only open at midnight? He asked boldly. Auntie Folek smiled mysteriously. Eat first, and I'll tell you a story. After they finished their meal, Auntie Folek leaned closer. Many years ago, she began, there was a man named Baba Maya who owned this cafe. He loved making people happy with his food. But one day, something happened that changed everything. Her voice dropped to a whisper. Ada and Tunde leaned closer, their hearts racing. One night, he made a deal with someone very powerful, she said, her eyes sparkling. Auntie Folek explained that Baba Maya had been struggling to keep the cafe open. One rainy night, a stranger in a dark agboda came to him with an offer. He said, I will make your cafe the best in Lagos, but you must promise never to open during the day. Baba Maya agreed without asking why. From that day, the cafe became famous. But something about the deal still remained a mystery. Tunde noticed something strange about the customers. Some wore clothes that looked very old-fashioned, while others spoke in whispers, using words he didn't understand. Ada, look at that man, Tunde said, pointing. The man wore a cap and carried a lantern, as if he had walked out of a history book. Ada gulped. Do you think they're... She didn't finish her sentence. After eating, the siblings explored the cafe. At the back, they found a door with a heavy lock. Tunde tried the handle, but it didn't budge. What's behind this door? He asked Auntie Folek. Her smile disappeared for a moment. That door is not for children, she said firmly. Ada grabbed Tunde's hand. Let's go home now, she whispered. As they were leaving, Ada noticed a strange symbol carved above the cafe's entrance. It looked like a crescent moon with stars. What does that mean? She asked Auntie Folek. The woman's face turned serious. It's a reminder, she said. A reminder of the deal Baba Maya made. But before she could say more, a customer called for her, and she walked away. Back at home, Ada and Tunde couldn't sleep. We have to go back, Tunde said. There's something more to that cafe. Ada hesitated but finally agreed. Next time, we'll bring a flashlight and check that door, she said. Little did they know, their next visit would reveal more than they ever imagined. The next night, Ada and Tunde packed their flashlight and sneaked out again. The streets were quiet as they approached midnight bites. From the outside, everything seemed normal, but the siblings were determined to uncover the cafe's secret. They slipped inside and found Auntie Folic busy serving customers. The strange symbol above the door glowed faintly under the moonlight, making Ada shiver. "Let's check the locked door," Tunde whispered. This time, they were ready to be bold. They made their way to the back of the cafe, carefully avoiding attention. The locked door stood tall and foreboding. Tunde pulled out the flashlight while Ada pressed her ear against the door. She thought she could hear faint whispers, but it didn't sound like people talking. It sounded like the wind or something else. Tunde tried the handle again, but it wouldn't budge. "Let's find the key," he said. "It must be here somewhere." The siblings began searching the cafe quietly. They peeked into drawers, shelves, and corners. Just as they were about to give up, Ada noticed a small golden key hanging from Auntie Folic's belt. "How are we going to get it?" she whispered. Tunde had an idea. "Distract her," he said, "and I'll grab it." Ada hesitated but agreed. She walked up to Auntie Folic and asked her about the crescent moon symbol, hoping to keep her busy. While Auntie Folic explained that the crescent moon symbol was a sign of protection, Tunde quietly slipped the key from her belt. He signaled Ada, and they hurried to the locked door. The key fit perfectly, and the door creaked open. Inside, the room was dark and cold. The flashlight revealed shelves filled with old books, jars, and what looked like a cauldron in the center. "What is this place?" Ada asked, her voice trembling. As they explored the room, the siblings realized it was a hidden library. The books were covered in dust, and some had titles in strange languages. One book was open on the table, showing a picture of the crescent moon symbol and a man who looked like Baba Maya. "This must be about the deal," Tunde said. Suddenly, they heard footsteps. "Someone's coming," Ada whispered. They quickly hid behind a shelf. Auntie Folic entered the room with a lantern, her face unusually serious. She walked straight to the table and began flipping through the open book. "The time is near," she said softly, as if talking to herself. "The agreement must not be broken." Ada and Tunde exchanged nervous glances. What agreement? What time? They tried to stay quiet, but Ada accidentally knocked over a jar. The sound echoed in the room. "Who's there?" Auntie Folic called out, her voice sharp. Ada and Tunde stepped out from their hiding spot, trembling. "We just wanted to know the truth," Tunde said bravely. Auntie Folic sighed deeply, her expression softening. "You children are too curious," she said. "But maybe it's time you knew the truth." She gestured for them to sit. "What I'm about to tell you will change how you see this cafe forever," she warned. Auntie Folic began the story. Baba Maya had made the deal to save his cafe, but the cost was steep. The cafe could only open at midnight because it served more than just humans. "Some of our customers," she said, "are spirits from another world. They come here to enjoy food and feel alive again." Ada and Tunde were stunned. "But why?" Ada asked. "Because Baba Maya promised to help them," Auntie Folic replied. Auntie Folic explained that breaking the deal would have consequences. The spirits would lose their safe haven, and the cafe would crumble. "That's why we never open during the day," she said. "It keeps the balance." But Tunde wasn't satisfied. "What happens if the deal is broken?" he asked. Auntie Folic hesitated. "Let's just say it's not something we want to find out," she said, her eyes darkening. Ada and Tunde promised not to tell anyone about what they had learned. But as they left the room, Tunde noticed something strange. One of the jars on the shelf had started glowing faintly. "What's that?" he asked. Auntie Folic's face turned pale. "That means someone, or something, is trying to break the deal," she said. The siblings looked at each other. Their adventure was far from over. Will Ada and Tunde uncover who or what is trying to break the deal? Can they protect Baba Maya's cafe from the mysterious forces at play? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you think the story will unfold. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us for the next thrilling chapter of this midnight mystery.